Hey guys, and welcome back to my City Builder channel here on YouTube. I'm Ben, and today I'm continuing to build on Springdale, the most recent city in the Cities Skylines Snowfall DLC. Actually, this because I've been asked a couple of times. This is a map that was that I downloaded from the Steam Workshop. And yeah, I actually included the link down below in the description for you, just in case you want to play on this map as well. To be honest, I really like it. It has couple of flaws, but those are just minor, and I think you can easily change them and make things work better for you. While you're progressing playing this game. So I think it's not a huge deal, to be honest. For example, this zone above here, this would have been really hard to build on without taking care of the landscaping here. So that's what I basically did. As I, yes, softened the shape of this mountain a little bit. So that was, at least for my purpose, like necessary. But well, that's totally fine. It's nothing. Well, of course, you can play with the existing mountains and work your way around it. But you don't have to. You can kind of re-landscape things, and then it's fine. So and today, since I was able to add in some passenger train stations like here, another one will be later down there. I was thinking about actually changing this part of my highway, and I think I'll do that very quickly. Um, in case you guys haven't subscribed yet to my channel, I would be really happy if you did so. As well, it's always nice to see who follows me, how often you're returning to this channel, and I really appreciate all your comments and likes so far. For me, it's a lot of fun, to be honest, playing City Skylines. So I just recently thought about publishing my videos regarding that here on YouTube. So I'm totally new. I'm not sponsored, nothing. Well, and it's not important for me actually, as I just want to give you a couple of tips and hints that I learned or I am learning or continue to learn during the times I'm playing City Skylines here. So it's for me it's fun and I really love it. So that's it. So I'll fast forward things for you very quickly just to make sure that you don't have to wait that long, and talk to you in a couple of seconds or minutes again. Thanks. So, well, that little part is finished now. Actually, that's something I wanted to make already quite a while ago, just to help my citizens getting from the left part of town to the right, well, commercial district here. And I'm curious whether this traffic over here will get a little bit lighter by people more likely using this connection over here, especially when they have to do some kind of business up here and living up there. So maybe for them, it's going to be a bit easier in the future to just get where they want to get. And right now, I will add in a little a few more trees into my area, and I'm using like this brush here because it makes things a lot easier. Of course, you could use the in-game capabilities for landscaping and put in trees um, like over here, but I prefer to use this brush mod because it al- already gives you kind of a variation, so it never plants the same tree um, throughout the whole brushing thing. Um, it puts in a lot more different trees that, at once. Um, and by being able to set the strength and the size of the brush, you're very easily able to add in things a little bit more like less regular and more like accidentally as it I think would grow usually when we would be talking about a natural habitat or like natural occurrence of trees instead of just um, planted by humans. So I think this is really a good opportunity to use that brush over here. Um, and I'm using these trees also as an additional sound barrier for my highways and for the citizens and businesses living over here or being there. As those highways can get loud, currently I think they are not yet that loud because I don't have a huge amount of traffic here at the moment. It's just a little bit, not too much for the very beginning, but I think as soon as my city grows, and right now I'm just having almost 2,500 um, citizens living in town. This is not much, um, especially when you watched my previous episode, like where I was playing in Westdale, uh, in Westfield. Sorry, in Westfield. I messed up Springdale and Westfield, so I made it a Westdale. However, um, so this usually helps you with canceling at least some of the noise that will occur at a later stage in game. So I always try to either work with the existing surroundings and the the trees and everything else that you have in town. Now I just have to change the time of day. Stop the. I'm just curious. A bit of snowfall is not that bad. No, fuck. So, yeah, let's keep it a bit of snowfall here. So yeah, I was adding in a couple of trees in this park and that park over here, so now it looks more like a natural thing. It's like, well, not yet like plant, but like a grown city, and it makes things a bit more green or greener for the citizens. And there's actually something that I wanted to add in this district. Um, so I'm curious. By the way, just one quick thing. Since I'm having such a, well, highway roundabout messy thing going on here, I decided that I will not continue this highway part, but I will definitely for sure continue that one to that area down here. So that's something I could probably do already this episode. Um, because I want this to be connected with that part of the highway again. But I need and I want some more like office zones and residential zones as well. So what I'm trying to do now is um there's one thing I'm not really happy about yet in this town actually, and I think I'll change it over here at least. I want to have one more connection from this part to that part of town, as it will make things a little bit easier. Unfortunately, over here, there's my train station. Of course, I could move it, kind of. I'm just oh, yes. I could move it more easily than I actually thought I would be able to. So I'm just thinking of moving it a little bit up here, leaving that. Oh, this would be a good solution. So I'm thinking about leveling this highway part up by 9 units actually. As I want to take care, you could be right there if it's possible. Yeah, it does work. Because I could add in like one connection here to this part of town. And then, of course, I have the second one over here. But maybe I should do that. So I'll quickly change my highway layout over here. Fast forward things again for you, and hope you stay tuned. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes for you. Thanks a lot. So yeah, I would consider that I'm now like basically finished with setting up this part of the highway. So I leveled everything up to a certain extent. Um, there's one reconnection missing. This is something I'm adding in very, very quickly before restarting the game. Because I want to make sure that people can get off and on this highway as easy as possible. Even though, oh, this looks clunky. Like, oh no. Again, I see where these things. I don't know why this is actually always jumping back and forth. Um, I'll find out in a little while, but I think for now I should be good with a solution like this. Well, this doesn't look good at all, but that's something I'm going to change now. So things do look a bit more smoothly. Like over here, this doesn't, there's no need for it to be that high already. That's for sure something that might change after a while, as long as people are still, all cars can still get below that part and can get around this part. Well, it's a weird slope. At least from above, it looks nice, but from like over here, yeah, I think that's okay. Sometimes highways have to follow the rules of the landscape, and not the landscape, the highway. Yeah, but as long as cars can get below this bridge, and for sure should be able to. Oh no, well, that's way too low. So I have to change, raise that, raise this part. Yeah, so why not? It's a strange interchange, but at least it's a working interchange. And it actually doesn't look that bad. Can still cars get down below that? Yeah, I think so. No need to raise that. Maybe a bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. So now I've added in a new connection from here to over there because I'm eager to put in here some more commercial zones actually. And since this is what I'm planning to do, I'll follow here already my farmland starts. So I think I can put in some more commercial zones here. Hopefully. So just checking that this is just so I'm adding in one more commercial district here. Like this is for the district in general. And the specialization again will be an organic local produce thing. So I can put in some, I think it's anyway only going to be low rise commercial zones. So I'm not too much worried about a high rise zone here. So Lilac Hills. Just moving the train connection a little bit to make things a bit more like spacious for my commercial part here. Let me add some water. Also make sure that this is connected here as well. That's fine, that's fine. This is connected. And I'm extending this zone actually by that part over there as well. So then I'm sure everything's pretty much covered within this zone. Perfect. Lilac Hills. My new organic local produce zone. The second one here in town, because the first one is already down here, Forest Heights. And I really love that, to be honest, to serve my organic and local production a little bit better and more. So that's reconnected. I'm curious. This should be filled up quite easily and quite fast, as you can see. And very soon people are starting to pour in here. So in this area, I think it has to reorganize itself. Or maybe I have to put down, yeah, I have to put down a few more, couple more zones here, like this one, this one. That should be another high rise. So I guess we're good from here, I think. I'm curious when and what kind of buildings will turn up here. But at least it looks nice. It has some space in between, which is always good. And I could think of actually adding in something like a business park over here. Just let me have a look whether I can kind of squeeze that into this part of town. Oh, that would be nice having kind of a detour here. And I'm also thinking about, no, I don't want to build on the ground here. Sure not. I'm also thinking about redesigning this terrain. Yeah, that looks way better. That's way better for my city. So I'm softening that by a bit to make it more easy for businesses and offices to move in. So let's move that out a bit at least. Then we don't have any weird like landscaping things happening here. Now I'm adding in a business park right over there. And maybe you remember as well as I do when you watched one of my previous episodes or some of my previous episodes already. I was always talking about adding in public transportation, but currently I still haven't done so. So I'm definitely sure that this will improve the overall traffic situation at a later stage by quite a bit. But for now, I'm not, at least not now, planning to add that in, as it's sometimes people are tending to walk a lot in city skylines, which is something I'm always wondering about because in SimCity 4, this has been totally different. You had to rely on public transportation. But for City Skylines, I always get the impression that the abilities and the willingness, if you could say it like that, to walk longer distances is way higher, which is actually quite a benefit for me, as I'll keep things connected as well as possible. As you can see here, this underpass is really used a lot by people to get to this train station and get to the commercial district. This park is used a lot. And I think sooner or later people will also go to this office zone and work here, which is really good for me as I don't need public transportation yet. So those businesses need workers. And I have a little bit of a rising demand, but I'm not eager to put in a university yet. I know, guys, you might need a university. At least the businesses will need a university for sure. Very, very soon, maybe. I could add in one here. At least a small university building. Just wondering whether I should do that. that looks a bit crappy, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to change this, and this to something way more suitable and useful. Okay, so we have a huge crossing here, but that's fine. Just have to make sure that my zoning is correct, fully correct here. That's set. This is set. Yeah, so it's basically all set now. Matching the possibilities and the rearrangement that took place here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. This will be good, and then I'm actually really thinking about adding in like a university district over here. 24 units. Then I want to go up there and follow this line. Like this here. And then, of course, I need water connection. Like warm water in this district as well. And what can I do for now? I could add in like the Modern Technology Institute. Like here. And yeah, I think an Institute of Creative Arts wouldn't be bad as well, having that over here. So people will for sure benefit from that. I'm just doing some landscaping stuff again here. Oh, shoot. Huge hole. A huge hole in my town suddenly came up. Not good. Just increasing the size a bit and changing the strength. And smoothing things a bit out here. Perfect. So I assume, okay, we already have 800 of 800 students, and there we are almost fully as well. So I strongly assume that the situation for my businesses in town will increase massively within a short amount of time. Yeah, and this will increase a lot by having more citizens with a bit of a higher education living in town, which is always good. As this higher education will improve the business situation over here. That's perfect. Awesome. So now I'm thinking about replacing this snowflow thing. And then we have a lot more space actually going on here. Yeah, I will add in a new crosswalk from this side to the other side. So, yeah, I think I've accomplished quite a lot in this episode. As you can see, the buildings are slowly getting higher and higher, which is absolutely perfect. Actually, exactly what I intended to have sooner or later in my town. And yeah, I think I'll close this episode for now. I would really like to thank you again for joining me here on my City Builder channel on YouTube, and watching me playing City Skylines. Hope you're doing good, and in case you like my episodes, I would be really happy if you could subscribe to my channel, leave me a like on this video, and leave me a comment whenever you have something you would like to add, like to mention. I'm always happy for you, regarding your input. It's always helpful and nice to hear from you. So stay safe, have a good one, and hear you soon. Bye bye.